Well, good afternoon from Hong Kong. I've been keeping busy here. What I've got is I'm running wires, the AC and the DC side, and slowly setting some stuff up here. I've just got a little dust, got plastic behind to keep the dust out from inside there from the DC side here. But this is the DC panel here, and the DC panel is, again, all of my DC. Everything is 24 volt, but this is off of the main house bank. Everything on this will be the house bank. Up at the helm, that's all going to be running off of the actual engine start batteries and that. But this is the house bank. These are, again, like my top one. It's my fresh water pump that pulls the fresh water onto my water tanks that I use to drink, shower, and bathe, and all that stuff. But anyway, these, I've got more than enough. I've got overkill here. Here I'm going to be putting in, this is for hydroponics and stuff. But these I haven't installed, the breakers I've been kind of focused on running the AC side. But on this AC panel here, if you look at it here, what I've got is I've got a main disconnect here. It's not a main, it's a main switch. I haven't labeled it yet. But this is an isolate. Straight up and down is off. No AC is going out to anything. So I've got two ways to disconnect power. Even if I have switched to this side, this is my inverter side. I have my RCD breaker that's here, and that I can totally isolate all power going out from here, or on this main disconnect here. Isolate everything. So I've got more than enough. I'm probably going to be using probably about 6 of these breakers, but you never know. Expansion, you do something else. So I've got that in here. And now, so if I were to, again, I forgot to mention, I've got a kilowatt hour meter here. So when the inverter is on, and when the current is going through it, I've got a kilowatt hour meter. So this is going to tell me, and this is up to a 32 amp service, and that because everything here is, even if I plug into shore power, if I were to plug into shore power, and that, it would all be a 32 amp service because I'm at 230 volts AC at 50 hertz here in Hong Kong, the same as in the UK. And so this top panel is my main inverter, which is a liquid crystal display. It tells me my amps and the actual voltage as it fluctuates, and hopefully it stays always at 230. And the bottom one here would be the generator, and that, or the shore power type. So anyway, this goes to off, again, inverter, and then over to this side is to my generator side. Again, another 32 amp, and this is another RCD breaker, and again with another kilowatt hour meter. So the generator that would be in, again, would be a 4,500 watt diesel marine generator, and that will run on the same fuel that I'm using, which is B100, 100% recycled vegetable oil. Again, so that zero waste concept that I have for the boat. And so on this, I can put in an AC powered heater, air conditioner, and washer and dryer. Well, the dryer would be on this side. The clothes washing machine would still stay on the inverter side. And with my inverter, I've got a bypass. So if the generator is on, again, this will bypass. This will go through. So the AC power will go through the inverter, and not use anything from the solar, but it would actually still, it also charges my batteries. So it's a charger inverter. And then when the generator is on, I have my hour counter, and but that's on the AC side. So that's what I've got going now. And then the DC here, again, this is where my battery monitor is going to go. So the battery monitor, you can see here, we've got some clouds I see just came over. And we've only got 5 amps coming in, and because we're under a cloud right now. But I have the refrigerator on, and so I've got 5 amps coming in. But I've got a lot of AC things on. Computers are on. The refrigerator is on. So right now I've got a negative. So I'm actually pulling. So I charging up what I used last night, but I'm still down 30 amp hours from last night. So I'm at 95% state of charge, and so now you can kind of show you that I've got 34 hours, 35 hours before I would get down to a 50% state of charge, which is nice. Battery temperature 26 degrees, but so I'm actually pulling power out of my batteries right now, and but I've only got 6 amps coming in. There's a pretty big cloud that came over, and so because the thing is like off of the AC side, down here, there will be the refrigerators connected to it. Even though the inverter is only 88% efficient, I've just gone with the AC refrigerator, and this is 288 liters, which is 10 gallons. And so that's what we're using. It's always just the refrigerator. It's just so much easier to use AC, and it's just affordable. And I've got more than enough power to do so. But that's what's going on in my world, kind of getting things. So I've got a central point for my DC and AC. So house bank and the inverter and generator. And life should be good. Steady by jerks. We're getting things put together here steady by jerks. So that's all for me here in Hong Kong. So be good, be safe, and always be well. Bye-bye.